Hey guys, welcome back to Cultivation with Christy. I'm Christy. If you are new here, I am gardening in a urban garden. As you can tell, I live in a neighborhood. I have about 12 8-foot beds. Our garden in North Alabama, zone 7B, 8A. It changed to 8A, but I still go with 7B. And today we're going to be doing a garden tour. The potatoes are going to come out today. Some of the onions are going to come out today. As you'll see, I still have weeding to do, and my new addition bed is still not thriving, so I'm going to try to get some more chicken litter on it today to see if that's going to help with the rain that's coming. I think we have rain. It rained a little bit yesterday. No, so I may do chicken litter and a little bit of Neptune's Harvest. I'll probably do Neptune's Harvest first and then apply the chicken litter for the next time it rains, since we aren't going to get rain for a while. We have been getting rain consistently. I haven't watered the garden maybe but once since I put it in. I'm also going to be sowing beans today and re-sowing some cucumbers, and I'll just show you. Come on. So I think for today I'm going to be starting in the back, since the last two garden tours I've given you have started up front. So let's see what we got going on. This beautiful, I would say sunrise, but it's 8:15. But it's gonna be a gorgeous hot day, so I need to get rolling. So we've got cucamelons back here in the corner. I think they like to be in the ground because last year I had them in that pot that's flipped upside down there and it did absolutely nothing. But I've got 3 of them this year, and as you can see, they're doing, we'll walk over there in a minute, but they're doing much better in the ground. And I didn't amend this soil. This is just red Alabama clay. And here we are. I did put a few things, like a handful of this Black Cow topsoil I had from last year in each hole, but I don't think that's really doing much. So we've got okra here, which this one is Clemson Spineless. And then these two are Motherland. I had to re-sow that one because that one didn't come up. And then these two should be the Hill Country Red, which something is eating these. And I need to weed. I think I did put some chicken litter on top of these, as I did with everything else, just to give everything a boost. And then these are the sunflowers. So my cousin ordered sunflowers from Etsy. The Autumn Beauties I got from the swap. I had to re-sow some of those. So pink, orange, chocolate cherry, and blue. And we'll see. And then the mammoth sunflowers are back here in the back. And this one's doing something funky. I need to get this pool out of here. I thought I was going to plant some stuff in there because I had all the extra herbs, but I found places for them. So look at that. It's like growing round. Anyway, I'm going to sow another one there. Got 3 coming up there. I'm just going to let them do their thing. And then again, I got these cucamelons with the little baby. Oh, focus. Little baby melon. Already need to train these back. And the reason I put these on the fence is because my dog Lincoln really likes to eat these off of the fence. So there you go. The one ground cherry I got to come up is starting to green up a little bit. I planted sunflowers along here, only this one came up. I planted sunflowers along there, none of them came up. This one is a Mexican torch sunflower I pulled out of the grass up front because they were growing here last year. And so I saw it come up in the grass and I just stuck it back here. I didn't even water it, and it seems to be doing okay. I've got the chocolate bubblegum holy basil, which smells lovely. I could actually harvest some of that, I think. My dahlias are still struggling. I need to put something on them. This one is that one. And then I've got this one over here. It's the yellow one. I got weeds. And then this one is a calendula. Everything that okay, here's the scoop. So, both of the new beds, these 4 8x4s that are connected, and the bed with the dahlias in it, which is the 4x4 ends that I took off the 4x8s to create a 4x4. Anyway, these are brand new beds. So I filled them with sticks and cardboard, and then topsoil, and well, I put down the wood mulch first, and then the topsoil, and then 12 bags of cow manure and mushroom compost mixed together. So then the other 7 beds were already established, so they just got the topsoil and 3 bags of the compost, the manure compost mixture. And I think since these beds were already established, they're doing much better than these beds. I don't know why. I guess because they're established, because they got the same topsoil and compost mixture. They are stunted. All of the beds are stunted, but these beds, I guess, had a little bit more life left in them than this bed. My tomatoes and stuff are finally coming along, so I'm going to go ahead and put another round of chicken manure on them, as well as fertilize them with Neptune's Harvest, and see if we can get it going back to life here. So that was this little corner. I've got my basket to harvest potatoes later, but this is the bed I was talking about, the 4x4. That just isn't doing as well either. That ground cherry's been struggling, but then the stuff in the ground is doing great. Now we'll come along to this lovely jungle. So this is the Pennsylvania Dutch squash plant. I've been picking squash bugs off of this one. That one over there, I guess you can't really see it, is my pumpkin. I had to rip one out. I think either a vine borer or roly-polies or ants or whatever got to it. So I'm down a pumpkin, which is exactly why I left 2 of them in there. And maybe I need to slide this raspberry back so he can get some morning sun. And I've got grass growing all along here. It's great. I need to do something about this. There's my pumpkin I ripped out. Then I got this cucamelon, which is doing just as well. You see the little baby cucamelon? It's taken over this I had propped up, and then it fell over, and now it's a cucamelon trellis. Alright, this bed, I've got my onions. You can't see that. Let's see. Or at least I can't see it. See, I've got some that have fallen over, and these are ready to come out. I didn't really do much with the onions this year. I did put fertilizer in between the rows every now and then, but we'll see. This is a loofah doing its own thing. Oh look, another garden or garlic scape that I missed, and then keep redirecting, well, too late now, this watermelon out of the compost. Like, go the other way, friend. I'm not harvesting watermelon out of chicken poop. That one's a loofah. And these are all garlic. I think these are probably the hard necks that are left in here. I need to get in here and harvest some of these. Then over here, we have the only squash that's doing much. It's the butternut. Let's see. Whoa! There you go. See my butternut? So, I've pulled a few squash bug eggs off of these. Fed it to the chickens, but it's coming along. Obviously, with it growing up this trellis and being a larger squash, I will support it when the fruit develops. And I have my volunteer sunflower, mammoth sunflower. Then, let's see. Back here, I've got some cosmos that are doing okay. My sweet potato vines are doing okay. Then my potatoes are starting to look a little sad. I need to get in here and harvest some potatoes. I'll give you a video showing you that process. Alright, come down on this end. Maybe my shadow won't get in the way. So as you can see from the last time I did a garden tour, 1, I need to do some more weeding, but 2, the peppers have come along, some of them more than others, but I have put Sluggo down near the peppers because those dang roly-polies were eating all my pepper plants. So since I have started the Sluggo and the potato, they look a lot better. Like, look at the squash bugs. So, these are squash bug eggs. Let's see if I can get it to you. Focus. There we go. These you'll want to pull off and burn or whatever. Just get them off of there. You don't want these things to hatch. It's crazy. I've seen so many eggs, but I have not seen the bugs. Come on, focus. There you go. So what I've been doing is walking over to our chickens and feeding them the squash bug eggs. Turns out one of them does not mind the squash bug eggs. She likes them. We'll see. Hang on, let me get in here. Hello, cheeky chickies. Staying in here in the shade? You want some squash bugs? Oh, yum. Oh, now you don't want any more? Here. There you go. Yeah. Yep. Thank you for your service. You still don't have a name. It's fine. That is the best way to get rid of squash bugs. Just feed it to your chickens. Squash bug eggs. Now, they did not eat the one squash bug I took over to them. Not to say they didn't eat it later, but they did not eat it right away. So, I'm sure chickens will eat squash bugs, but my chickens had no idea what it was. So, back to the peppers. Anyway, these hot peppers look so like leaps and bounds above what they did. What is this one? Because it is red chili pepper. Wow. I did not buy any of these. All of these were started from seed. So they are all doing really well, and I pinched them all off. I need to trim back the chamomile so these here can get some more sunlight. And then over here, these are doing pretty good. I need to, again, weed, but they're actually getting some growth on them. I was like, I got 2 right here. How did that happen? It's weed. So all of my sweet peppers are taken off. I do have some flowers on the ones that I did, in fact, buy. Guess not flowers, they're setting fruit. You can see that. I need to get out here and weed. Chickens like that too. And then at the end of this bed, you see this one I did not buy. That's a shishito. It's doing good. And beans are doing things. There's the lady. They really like the carrot tops that I've been bringing them. I've been harvesting carrot and they really like the tops. So here are my noodle beans. It is halfway. Still no beans yet, but I do have a lot of flowers. So that's lovely. Then I've got my yarrow in a hanging basket up there. Probably need to water that. Then I got my anise over here that's flowered. Does not want to focus today. There we go. Waiting on it to go to seed. Then I got my, what are those called? Celosia. Go around the other side of the bed, Christy. There you go. The orange ones down here and the little pink ones that's getting covered by the anise. Let's go this way. And I got my carrots. I have harvested a bunch of carrots. I had a, what's that, caterpillar swallowtail, maybe? Had one over here eating the dill and some of the carrot tops. I don't see him now. But anyway, the carrots are good sized. They were good. We had bulgogi. It's yummy. And I got these eggplants over here that are doing decent. They're getting eaten by, I forget which bug that is. But I got little flowers there. Oh, look, this pepper over here. I got my first pepper. You see it right there in the shadow. This was a terrible time of day to do this, sorry. More peppers. These peppers I grew from seed. I don't know what that is. That is a weed of some kind. And this thyme has just taken over this corner. It smells delicious. Then I got my calendula I need to harvest some more off of. Both of those. And these melons are doing okay. Not the best. Definitely not growth, but not dead. Look, I got, oh, my dahlia I overwintered is coming back. Yay. And I got beans. I'm gonna weed and sow the rest of this side with my beans. So these are taken over. Like I said, I put the supports in the middle and they just grab hold of those. Look at my dragon tongue bush beans. It is loaded. You could eat some of those for dinner if I wanted to. Just beans everywhere. So then I'm gonna do this half. Strawberries still doing nothing. Horseradish still hanging out. I'm tucking these leaves back so my feverfew can see the light of day. Feverfew. My sweet pea flowers never bloomed. It's crazy. My sweet peas are done. I think the asparagus is done. I got one late one that I was able to harvest. So moving on to the sad bed. It looks the same. I got some flowers and some basil. The Kajari melons are still doing not much. Got some squash, not doing much. I think as soon as I get these potatoes out of there, I'm gonna put some squash over there, just in a bed that's more established, to see if I can get them to do something. More basil, squash, aster. This one, it doesn't look bad, it's just so tiny. Something's over here eating my beans. I put the Sluggo out, but I sowed more pole beans over on this side. Basil, nasturtium, more aster. Different kinds of basil. One sad little Cosmo. Another, probably marigold maybe. And I need to resow some cucumber. Like I said, this cucumber's not looking too bad. It's got a little flower there. And this one, it's got a little fruit on it. Can't see it. There it is. So, maybe. I don't know. Then last but not least, within the garden is the tomatoes. It looks the exact same. This one is starting to look good. Starting to come up. There's hope for him. Looks the same. Tall, not very bushy. It's coming up. This guy, poor thing. It snapped. Something snapped him, ate him, or one of the storms. So I just shoved him back in the ground. It's not dead, but he definitely is struggling. So maybe he'll root. And I won't lose a tomato. But if I do, if these ever get big enough, I'll just replace this one. Because I believe it's an Amish paste. There's another one. That one's looking good. It's almost up to the trellis. Another one. Now over here, I need to get this poor comfrey in the ground. Because it's not doing good. I let it dry out. Or move it back to the porch so I can watch it. Bay laurel. That tomato's doing good. Mullen looks really good. Cherry tomato, super steak. Some more. Queen of the Night's looking good though. Get my lime plant tree, whatever. Spearmint, peppermint, chocolate mint, apple mint, other herbs. And I've seeded another white wonder down there and it just won't go. So, I don't know. See a ladybug over here. Hi, friend. Well, there you go. There is our lovely garden tour. I'm gonna try to get some chicken litter over here on this as well, or at least some Neptune's Harvest. Since I put the Neptune's Harvest on it, it's been doing a little better, but still not great. I also planted some more calla lilies since I lost. This one is the only one that came up, and that one of each. So I planted orange and red here and mulched. Got my toothache plant. Some of those are going to some people at work. Because mine and the green stalks aren't doing well. Something's over here eating my broccoli. Not that I would have gotten broccoli because it's probably a little warm for them. I got my arugula went to seed. I got some more tomatoes on this really sad tomato plant. I need to come out here and spray him. But that's it for the garden tour number 3. I need to get to work. It's getting hot already. Thanks guys for hanging out. We'll see you next time.